Good day. You're welcome to Analyzing Contemporary Issues with Ashigabo. In law, the more the gravity of your offense, usually the longer your prison sentence. However, in Nigeria, this is usually not the case. The short video we're about to watch is the graduation of 744 terrorists from their de-radicalization program in their rehabilitation camp in Gombe State. Watch, please.
Through the deradicalization and rehabilitation program and are ready for reintegration. The federal government says the objective is to encourage defection within the ranks of terrorists through the corridors of opportunity offered by the Operation Safe Corridor program as part of efforts to end insurgency.
Graduating here today are individuals who at one point had normal lives. They have their dreams. They have visions and aspirations. However, due to circumstances beyond their control, many were abducted, coerced, or drawn into the complexities of conflict.
Among the clients are 8 foreigners from Cameroon, Niger Republic, Chad, and Burkina Faso.
Based on the severity of the offense, in law, crime is categorized into 3. We have infraction, misdemeanor, and felony. Infraction, these are minor crime, usually attracts fine. Misdemeanor, they are less severe crime than felony, usually attract a jail sentence of close to a year. Then felony, these are major offenses that includes robbery, rape, kidnapping, terrorism. All these offenses fall under felony. However, in 2015, the government of late President Muhammadu Buhari actually launched a program called Operation Safe Corridor. This program is designed to rehabilitate, reintegrate, and de-radicalize low-risk Boko Haram into the society. The program is a non-kinetic means to battle insurgency in Nigeria. This has resulted into a public uproar, as many Nigerians are of the view that this initiative actually prevents victims of terrorism from getting justice, as the program shields these terrorists from facing the law. The effectiveness of the system have also been questioned, as Nigerians are of the view that there is no initiative in place to monitor or police the de-radicalized terrorists who are being introduced back into the society. The policy also helps to send a wrong signal to other terrorist organizations in other parts of the country that some terrorist group are in the good book of the government and there is no equity, justice, or fairness in the system or country. The idea or perception that the terrorists were forced into terrorism is not good enough, because ignorance is not an excuse in law. And if one is to consider the situation of Nigeria today, you know that if we start pleading ignorance or I was coerced into committing crime, the country will not be safe for anybody. Take, for instance, an individual who lost both parents while he was small, who grew up without parental guidance and ended up being an armed robber. That individual also has the right to plead coercion in court if we are to go by the idea of the terrorists being coerced into committing such crime. Also, an individual who is struggling to eat once a day, engaging in kidnapping. If we are also to go by the idea of coercion, that individual also has the right to plead coercion in court. Also, the idea of coercion does not really make sense, because if we are to continue to set these terrorists free on the ground of coercion, what we'll have is a situation whereby whenever these terrorists are caught by our gallant military, they'll start saying that they were forced into committing such crime. in order for them not to face the wrath of the law. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment, for I'm learning and I would like to learn from you. Thank you.